Today we are going to discuss about Civil Service Examination Preliminary 2018 relating to the economic and social development. Important underlying concept is capital adequacy ratio and individual banks. Capital adequacy ratio is the ratio of bank's capital in relation to the risk-weighted assets and current liability. Therefore, statement 1 is correct. CAR is decided by the central bank of the country, that means RBI in India's case, and the regulator to prevent commercial banks from taking excess leverage and becoming insolvent in the process. Therefore, statement 2 is to be eliminated. The option A is the correct answer. Here the important points are import of edible oils, domestic production and custom duty. Demand of edible oils in India is significantly higher than the domestic production, leading to dependence on imports to the extent of about 60% of the requirement. Hence, statement 1 is correct. Government imposes custom duty on edible oils to safeguard the interests of farmers and crushing industry. Duty on edible oils vary a great deal from oil to oil and from year to year. Sometimes it has been zero on some edible oil like palm oil for certain period, but it has never been zero on all edible oil for any given year. Therefore, statement 2 has to be eliminated. So, the option A is the correct answer. The key point is geographical indication. What it is? India, as a member of WTO, enacted the GI Act 1999 to comply with the agreement on trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights under WTO. According to the section 21E of the Act, GI has been defined as an indication which identifies such goods as agricultural goods, natural goods, or manufactured goods as originating or manufactured in the territory of a country or region, locality in that territory, where a given quality, reputation of the other characteristics of such goods is essentially attributable to geographical origin. Therefore, this ILO has nothing to do with it. IMF also has nothing to do with it. CE also has nothing to do with, and it is related to WTO. So, option D is the correct answer. Here the key point is legal tender money. It has nothing to do with the court of law. So A has to be eliminated. What it is basically? Legal tender is the money that is recognized by the law of the land as valid for payment of debts. The RBI Act of 1934 gives the central bank the sole right to issue bank notes. It states that every bank note shall be legal tender at any place in India in payment of the amount expressed therein. The national currency is the legal tender in practically every country. Therefore, the answer B, this is correct, and we have to eliminate C and D. The key concept is legal tender money. The legal tender is the money that is recognized by the law of the land as valid for payment of debt. The RBI Act 1934 gives the central bank the sole right to issue bank notes. It states that every bank note that will be legal tender at any place in India in payment for the amount expressed therein. The national currency is legal tender. Legal tender is anything recognized by law as a means to settle in public or private debt or meet a financial obligation, including tax payment, contracts, and legal fines or damages. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. In this question, essential portion is opportunity cost. It refers to a benefit that a person could have gained or received but gave up voluntarily or otherwise to take another course of action. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Here the key point is economic development and the GNP. An essential aspect of development is to enable the maximum number to experience the fruit of development. Concepts of per capita income does not necessarily capture the aspects of development. There may be a case where an increase in absolute and per capita GNP is reflective of growth in the income of a small section of the society, and that majority of the population is poverty-stricken and unemployed. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. This question relates to deepening of the understanding of human capital formation. Human capital formation indicates the process of acquiring and increasing the number of persons who have the skills, education, and experience which are critical for the economic development of the country. Human capital formation is thus associated with investment in man and his development as a creative and productive resources. Therefore, this statement 2 is correct. Intangible wealth consists of factors such as good health, good education indices, and the trust among people in a society, an efficient judicial system, clear property rights, effective government, and so on and so forth. Human capital formation enables accumulation of intangible wealth. Hence, statement 4 is correct. But you will look at the statement 1 and 3. Individual of a country accumulate more capital. So this relates to the financial, but not a human capital formation. So we have to eliminate 1 and look at this statement 3. Accumulation of tangible wealth. Again, this is financial, and we have to eliminate it. So the correct answer is the option C. The question revolves around capital formation and the output. Let us look at what is capital formation. Capital formation means increasing the stock of real capital in the country. In other words, capital formation involves making up more capital goods such as machinery, tools, factory, transport, equipment, and so on and so forth, which are all used for future production of goods. For making addition to the stock of the capital, savings and investment are essential. Capital output ratio is the amount of capital needed to produce 1 unit of output. Just as an example, if investment in an economy is 32% of GDP, just as an example, and economic growth corresponding to that level of investment is 8%, that implies that rupees 32 investment produce an output of rupees 8. Therefore, capital output ratio will be 32 upon 8, which is equal to 4. So our ICOR, incremental capital output ratio, is 4. In other words, to produce 1 unit of output, 4 unit of capital is needed. Hence, if the capital output ratio is high, there will not be significant increase in the output despite high level of saving. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Under the RBI Act 1934, RBI is the debt manager of both the central government and the state government. Therefore, the statement 1 is incorrect. Treasury bill or T-bills are short-term debt instruments issued by the government of India. These are zero coupon security and pay no interest. They are issued at a discount and redeemed at par. That means the face value at maturity. Hence, statement 2 and 3 are correct. Therefore, the option C is the correct answer. In essence, this question revolves which are the crops for which MSP is fixed. Let us look at this. There are in fact 23 crops including fair and remunerative price of sugarcane on the basis of the recommendation of the CSEP. The mandated crops under the terms of reference of the CSEP do not include areca nut. So this is to be eliminated. This question is very interesting. If one is eliminated, the option this A is eliminated, C is eliminated, and D is also eliminated. We are left with option B. Therefore, the B option is the correct answer. That means which are the crops? 2, that barley is included. 4, finger millet, that is ragi. 5, groundnut, sesamum. These are the crops which are covered under MS. Here the main point is the capital infusion and public sector bank. Capital infusion in the public sector bank by the government of India has not steadily increased in the last decade. Therefore, statement 1 is incorrect. The merger of SBI associated banks under section 35 of SBI Act 1955 results in the creation of a stronger merged entity. This will minimize vulnerability to any geographical concentration risk faced by the subsidiary banks, will create improved operational efficiency and economies of scale. Besides, it will result in improved management and unified treasury operation. Therefore, statement 2 is correct. So, option B is the right answer.